it's Sunday. It's been one hell of a week, everybody. There's actual verbal proof of Trump's lies and complicity in the coronavirus thing. Apparently, according to everything I hear, it's not going to make any difference. People that vote for him are going to vote for him. I don't understand why. Because I watched the show on about 9/11. Hold on 1 minute, okay? Sorry about that. I watched the show about 9/11, and it was about Air Force One, and it was called Angel. And one of the things that they kept repeating in this thing was that the number one job of the President of the United States is to protect the American people. And George Bush, at the time of 9/11, admitted that he hadn't done that he had failed. It's obvious now, with the amount of people that have died, many thousands more than died on 9/11, that the Trumpster is not doing his number one job, which is protecting the American people. He lies to us, doesn't believe. He's like the old politicians, and a great many politicians still believe this, that we can't handle the truth, that we're not capable of accepting things as they are, that we can't deal with reality. That's when I say we, I'm talking about the average American person. All right, I think we can. I think we have to. We're doing it anyhow. I'm sitting in Colombia, where the president of Colombia has more or less taken Donald Trump's attitude about opening up the country, and so far it hasn't really affected anything. But we've had such a tremendous amount of rain in the country right now that it's difficult to assess whether or not people are really going out and doing it. But when you walk down the street now, you see less masks, you see more people gathering together, more parties are happening. There's not that same level of enforcement, so I don't know what's going to happen down here before the vaccine gets here. We'll obviously probably be able to get it before you will in America, since Pfizer's doing their testing in Argentina, down in South America. Of course, they will go to the United States with the vaccine because there's more money there than there is here. I don't know what's going to happen in the election. I read constantly. I guess most of you know that. I read articles from all over the world, and it appears that although the popular consensus is that Biden's got a 5 or 6 point lead going into the middle of September, that's the general populace. It appears also that he has a very minor lead, if any lead at all, when it's concerning the electoral college states. Trump is going out of his way to make sure that the dissenting votes aren't cast in those states, that he's corrupting the political system, the voting system. I don't know what's going to happen. I do know that if he's elected, we're going to be in a totalitarian, I can't even say it. I'm sorry, totalitarian situation where he wishes to go for a third term, be the little Kim of Putin of America, do away with Social Security, Medicare, and everything else. It's what he does is he gives you, and how he's doing this, how he's getting the people to turn around is he's going out and telling people the payroll tax has been deferred, just like his income tax cut, his tax cuts. All right, the longer you wait, the more it hurts you. Okay, so now what's happening is that the government, most people, you can opt out on that payroll tax. You can still have it taken out if you want. But federal employees, I think it's, I forget how many million of them are, and plus the military, are given no choice in that. They have to have it they have to stop taking it out. They can't opt out of this program. They're not going to pay. But what happens is, in January, it's coming due. So you could possibly owe thousands of dollars in taxes in January. That's the thing about what people don't understand about this deferral. It's not a deferral in the true sense of the word. It's a deferral that he's postponing it, but at the end of the year you have to pay it back. You know, you're going to have to pay it back. Assuming, well, if he gets reelected, we won't have to pay it back. Well, if that's the case, then you say goodbye to Social Security, Medicare, and quite possibly unemployment. This is another thing people don't discuss. You know, you pay into unemployment every year, every paycheck, and right now you're not paying into it. So nobody knows what's going to happen. He already took away your $600. For some people, I think that was a pretty good idea, taking that away. I know quite a few people that abuse that. The situation arises, though, that I believe now. I'm not sure exactly how this works out, but I know that you pay taxes on unemployment insurance, pay income tax. So, you know, that's another incentive not to go back to work, really, because you're going to have to pay taxes on money, you know, that barely covered your expenses. I'm not a forecaster of the future. I have a very bad feeling about this. I think it's a very strong possibility that this moron gets reelected, based upon pretty much the way he did the last time. He'll lose the popular vote. He can lose it. He can lose it by 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 million votes maybe, and still win the election. That's why I'm not that much in favor anymore of the Electoral College. I think it served its purpose, but at this point in time, you can see where it becomes a detriment to politics. Now, do I think Biden's the cure-all? Absolutely not. He is what is considered to be not as bad as it's been in the past, but he's a lesser of two evils, if you would. But is he perfect? Is he going to solve all the problems? No, because politicians will agree on a lot of things. You know, they don't like black people. They don't want, you know, black government. They don't want immigration. You know, they tell you they do, but they don't. I don't know. I fear for the country. We have our own problems down here. We're having protests over police brutality, just like you did in America. I think that we have based upon what I'm reading and seeing and the facts that are coming out now, we have a narco government. You know, if you take, it's like Bolivia. All right, this is a story about Bolivia. They wanted to eradicate coca in coca plants in Bolivia. And the government said, no, you can't do that. It would ruin our economy. Well, it's the same thing in Colombia. If you take cocaine out of the economy, you're taking 400 or more dollars per week flooding into the Colombian economy. Maybe not all of it, but a good portion of it. Again, this is all, you know, I don't know what's going to happen in the world. Will a war solve anything? No. Just make matters worse. We would have dictators all over the world, or we would have states becoming countries, more or less, if there was a nuclear war. Read any book about about an apocalypse of that magnitude, and you'll see that if any part of that comes true, you know, the average person is screwed. I don't think there's any place in the world, maybe some small island country, I doubt that either too, where the average person is equal to the elite. You know, the elite have always governed us. The elite have always pushed us to do their dirty work for them. So I don't know if we'll be able to continue doing that, if there will be a revolution in the United States if Trump gets reelected, or if he doesn't get elected, will there be a revolution? Will there be gun battles in the streets? I'm not there. I got my own problems, all right? If I lose Social Security, I'll have bigger problems. Then I might be there. And you know who I'll be gunning for. It's just a really bad week, a bad day, and I'm depressed, and I'm sorry I'm unloading on you people, but one of the answers I think we need to, that's possible, is where the Trumpster is concerned. If everybody goes out to the polls and they work the polls, and they stay there and they make sure people aren't intimidated by Trump's minions, we might stand a chance. Hopefully. All right, that's it. I'm Fats. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good weekend, what's left of it. It's a football Sunday, so everything's not all bad.